Boom, you are live with the crew. Hey, good morning, everybody. I got a fun show. Hey, sorry about the garb here. It's freezing here. Literally, we don't get this cold, not that often. And it was a bit of rain and feeding the animals and being out in the weather. This is my weather hat, and so I thought I'd shoot it with a hat on today. Different hat, okay? So many of you have been asking about our other channel. It's called Themis.com. Sorry, ThemisFarms.com. And that's what the little word says underneath the Themis hat that I normally wear. Check it out. It's a cool little site my wife and I created with the help of her sister. And it's been a fun little farm that we run around here. And some people have actually asked me to do a Mr. Rogers opening. I've thought about doing that for the longest time. I am really busy. I will get one of those done, and it will be kind of fun. I'll walk you around the farm before I get into these videos. Okay, today I'm going to talk a little bit about something that I don't normally talk about. And, hi, Wayne, Dave, miss you guys. I don't normally talk about news. What this show is about, and you guys know, I like to get concepts and vision our future together with those concepts. So today's show is going to be kind of a news. All of my shows are about news and the way I read them and the way I see our lives unfolding with the new information as it affects our lives going forward. That's really my forte, if you will, in the YouTube space, and that in my financial background and my trading background and some just being an old man with a bunch of lifetime experience really kind of helps. Okay, as you can see in the title, this is kind of about the SEC. I'm not trying to bag on the SEC, although they're doing a really good job of sinking themselves. They're really just making more blunders after blunder. It's amazing to me that those people there hasn't been another committee come along and regulate who they are, because they seem to be running roughshod and they don't seem to really ever have any consequences of it. It was such a great thing posted the other day, and I was discussing this with my wife, and many of you know she's an attorney, and it's really neat that in the long run that this, if it were to ever go there, and I really hope it doesn't, for all the XRP people out there, I hope it doesn't go there, but that whole going to the Supreme Court thing, the law is on the side of XRP and Ripple. It really is. And the law usually gets boiled down to the truth when it gets to the SEC level. It's not what this video is about necessarily entirely, but that was, I know it makes the wait longer, but it could be absolutely massive. You know, if the U.S. Supreme Court came out, you know, I don't even want to tell you how long it would take for that to all come about. Okay, get on with the news now. So we're talking about what happened in Hong Kong. But I want to talk about all the things that it affects. You have no clue where we're going with this whole thing here today. This is going to be fun, like I said. Fun stuff. Okay, Hong Kong has always been the financial leader for Asia. Hong Kong is those of you who don't remember the day, it was actually London bankers went into Hong Kong many, many years ago and actually created a free exchange and really opened up communist China. I don't know if that's necessarily the term we would use for China, but it fits at the time in particular. And what they did was they allowed trading, and it grew to be so huge because the population of people that side of the world, India and China and whatnot, is so huge that they could see the investment opportunity. Well, it always is the forerunner, or in the beginning stages of when China, hey, wow, maybe we should get into capitalism and kind of learn what's going on and and progress our nation. Well, when they did that, they took 400 million people out of poverty, okay, as a direct result of Hong Kong banking, okay? Completely directly linked and associated, okay? So when I hear people say, oh, yeah, well, it's not going to happen till June 1st, you really need to wrap your head around what's going on with crypto in Hong Kong. Because Hong Kong, we don't, I don't, I don't want to, I don't want everybody to get negative about the SEC, but just stop and think about this now, okay? When Hong Kong starts opening up trading globally, right? And all you need to do is open up an HSBC. I know HSBC gets a lot of bad press out there. Almost all the bad press comes from American banking, Western banking associations. Don't like HSBC. Do you know why? They're always being accused of being money launderers and drug dealers and all supporting all these different nefarious, oh, they're the problem and we should shut them down. The biggest thing that I like about HSBC is that their main basic philosophy that they've built their entire company on is this one little statement. We don't care where your money came from. We don't care how you made it. We don't even want to know, okay? We're a bank. We're going to bank your money, and we'll help you be the best bank that we can help you be, okay? All the other Western bankers want to know your blood type, who you talk to, they're spying on you, they're knowing everything about you. So HSBC is like the perfect bank to be associated with crypto in the sense that if you're looking for decentralization and if you're looking for less intrusion by your government and more freedom to you to be a global citizen, it's an avenue you might want to look down. Now, they're not the only one. I should backtrack just a little bit. One of the most beautiful things that I see coming right now, man, I'm so excited about this video and I can't spit the words out today. But I see banking evolving, okay? They have to. I mean, we all know they have to change, okay? But Fidelity, you can open, God, I got 5 things in my mind. You can open a foreign bank account, okay, through Fidelity, through HSBC, as an American citizen, as an English citizen. I'm not sure about English, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, most Western countries. And you can open a bank account, and they're now going to trade through their banking system cryptocurrencies. Now, the tricky part becomes, are they going to allow you to pull it out of the bank and put it in your own wallet? That is what I can't get the answer to. It's still too new. It's June 1st. We'll know more then. I know it'll start off slow and then it'll grow as it goes. But Singapore already requested to do business transactions with Hong Kong. Okay, think about how huge this is now, guy. Singapore is doing business with Switzerland. Switzerland's working with Brazil. Brazil is working with the BRICS nations. The BRICS nations now are associated indirectly to Hong Kong, okay, which they were anyway. But this massive group of people represents 80% of the population of the world. The U.S. is what? I don't even know, 15% of the world's population? Maybe? I don't even think it's that high, to be honest. Think about the ramifications we're talking about here, okay? We're talking about the rest of the world is just going to leave the SEC behind. They just are. Through lack of use, through I'll just do it another way. I'll open an account over there. I see so many of you people down, and you comment down below, and you're all concerned about almost the same thing. Oh, they're only going to make it so you can only buy it through a brokerage. Maybe here in this country, not in every other country. I mean, there's nothing that says you can't go down to El Salvador and open a bank account and trade crypto freely through them. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. We live in a global economy now, and we also have this little thing called the internet that we can actually do anything we want to do. And if you have to get just a little bit crazier than that, you can get a VPN or you can go through another person. Anyway, there's many ways to do this. The most important advice I'm giving when you go and get a foreign bank is you make sure that you're not doing it for tax evasion reasons. Okay? You have to do the KYC. You have to pay your taxes. If there are ways around paying the taxes, because you can make donations and create business and start charities, and there are other ways to pay your taxes, obviously. But if you're going overseas to hide from paying your taxes or trying to play outside the rule book, you're really going to kind of mess it up for a lot of other really honest people. And then that's going to give them more and more reasons to regulate and control everything. And then we're going to be really in a tighter and tighter jam. It just gives them fuel for the SEC's fire. Okay. I just want to talk about a few of these countries that are, just think about these countries now, who are not only adopting crypto, it's part of their banking system, and it's become part of their collateral system, and it's part of their retirement funds, okay? Which is really key because it's where I'm going next in this video. Okay, let's go here. Hong Kong, right? Singapore, Brazil, I already mentioned those. Switzerland, Germany, Japan, let's see, Spain. All of these countries, there's 5 others on this list. Those are just the big ones, okay? All of these people are becoming crypto savvy, if you will. When you start deciding that I can get a bank account in any one of those countries, and any one of those countries I can buy XRP, or I could buy anything I want through my bank account, you start to understand why the SEC is in such a panic. They're nervous, people. They're really nervous. Now I want to get into the investment side of you and your participation in this. Okay, Wall Street is tapped out in so many ways. All you have to do is look at the volume on the S&P, okay, and Dow, and it's terrible. Why? Because all of the retirement funds are already in Tesla and the FANG stocks. They're up to here. They're loaded with that technology, and they're loaded with those stocks. And all the 401ks have sapped it all up. Where's the liquidity? Where's the liquidity for more of that? Think about that. Is the liquidity in the U.S.? Well, they're going to open it up again. I don't know. I think it's going to be a long time before they start printing a whole lot more money, but they will open that back up, and there will be more liquidity. Where's the liquidity, guys? Globally. That's right. And what do the people want today more than ever before? They want to beat inflation. Every country in the world has higher inflation than the U.S. Not everyone, but almost every one of them. Those citizens are starting to understand what it means to be behind the 8 ball. Well, many third world countries have known this for a long time. What it means to be behind the 8 ball of inflation. Your check doesn't go anywhere. It costs you more and more and more. The only people that are getting wealthy are the wealthy people who have the money first. And then the money trickles down from there down to the little people. And that, I'm talking about from trickling from the U.S. outside of it. Okay. The liquidity is going to come into the crypto market outside of Western banking systems. Boom, there, I said it. What's his name? Craig. Anyway, he said the other day from Kraken, The next boom in crypto will come from the Asian market. This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is exactly what he knows. The liquidity, people. We don't need higher numbers. We don't need higher retail prices on all these things. We need a functioning adoption and liquidity and more dollars, more yen, more ruble going into crypto is coming now because the returns are going to be there. The safe havens of buying it through a bank like HSBC or Swiss National, any of these banks are going to be able to sell it. It's going to create more opportunity for everybody in it. And it's going to surpass the SEC's control and the reins of what they think the world should be able to invest in. It's beyond them. They don't hold all the purse strings. And I keep trying to tell everybody in the comment, please don't allow those people to tell you how to live your life. They can't stop crypto. And I'm going to say that one more time very clearly. The reason why they can't stop it is because you're paying capital gains on the investment of it. You cannot tax people of their nation and then, oh, you made profit? Oh, off this product? Oh, that product's illegal now. Why would they do that? They're not going to do that. Wall Street's simply trying, SEC's trying to cover the bank's tail because you are the product of the bank, right? We are the sheep. We are the product, okay? They lend to us. They profit from us. They don't want you going to Sushi Swap to buy your own investments where they don't get paid. The banks don't get paid. The brokers don't get paid. Wall Street doesn't get paid. And then they go away. They're trying to save their futures. And they're trying to do it through regulation. And they're going to regulate themselves, right out of this crypto market. It's happening all around them. The future of crypto is so bright because nobody, I shouldn't say nobody, you and I already know this, but people don't see it coming. And what's coming is the need, the want, the desire is happening now for returns. Everybody has to beat inflation now. It's going to be huge, guys. And I don't even care if there's an economic reap. I do care, but for the people that it would be affected. I do care if there's an economic downturn in the market, and I do think that it is possible that we could be going into that. However, I believe in a softer landing than a lot of people do. I don't think it's going to be Mad Max Doomsday, and I just don't believe that to be true. I've been wrong about a lot of stuff in life, so who knows? 50-50 on those. But the reason why I mention that is because I think people are going to look for safe havens. And if the banks around the world are considering this a safe haven, which I've discussed on this channel before, the BIS already went from 1% of crypto, of your net worth holdings should be in crypto, to 2%. They just did that. That's the BIS, right? This is happening now, and I made this video already too damn long, but I really wanted to get all that out because I'm so excited about this news. I've got 5 other notes here, and I didn't even cover it because I'm rambling along and trying to get 5 things out of my head at the same time. But you and I are in the right place. You already know that. We are so fortunate to have the vision and this insightfulness to see where the ball is going. You're there. You've got it. Okay? And this slight little downturn right now, I'm a chart guy as well. It's a slight little downturn right now could be a very, very positive thing. Then again, it could really go back down. But I think it could be a very positive thing. A little exhaustion. It's a little overcooked right now. So I think it could be forming a head and shoulders. And if that's the case, we could be really looking for a big uptrend coming soon. Okay, I know that was a long-winded way of talking about that news event, but I really wanted to talk about how important it is to the future of what's going to evolve, and the players involved and the nations involved, and the fact that you can live your life outside of the SEC and their rules. You remember, you are the sheep. They're trying to keep you inside the corral. Every billionaire I know, okay, every single one of them has foreign bank accounts. And most of them are in Hong Kong or Singapore or the Caymans, and lately the Marshall Islands. But that's a whole different video. But I hope you guys got something from that. Again, if you haven't seen the video that my friend Stacy shot in an interview, she has this great video called Do the Thing. It's her channel called Do the Thing. It's an interview that she did on me, and the last bit of it is about crypto. The rest of it's kind of boring stuff about me, but it really, I'd love to see channels like hers explode, and I'd like to see most of you check that out, just because it really helps somebody out who's really an amazing person. And she and I are going to be doing stuff in the future together, and I think I ought to interview her is what I think. Anyway, hope you guys got something from that today, and I am out. What is that smell? Smells like men's gymnasium in here. Is that me? I think that's me. No, I think it's on my boots. Yeah, probably on these. Oh, yeah, that's not